So we're going to work on citing text evidence. So just finding where you found your answer in the text and proving that's where you found it. Because sometimes we struggle looking back in the text and finding our answers. So that's what we're going to work on. So first things first, I'm going to read this story to you, and then we'll get down here to our directions, okay? So can you find the proof? Helpful honeybees. Bees are insects that live all over the world, with the exception of Antarctica. There are more than 20,000 different types. People started keeping bees for their honey at least 4,000 years ago. The honeybee is the only insect that produces food that is eaten by people. Today, beekeepers raise honeybees for their delicious honey and also for the beeswax that they make. Beeswax can be used to make candles. Bees get all of their food from flowers. The flowers hold a sweet liquid called nectar. They also contain pollen. Pollen is small, like pieces of dust. A honeybee visits around 100 flowers during one collection trip. While bees are buzzing around from flower to flower, gathering pollen to take back to their hive, they spill some of it along the way. That is actually a very good thing. When the bees drop the pollen from one flower onto another, it allows the flowers to make seeds. Those seeds can then grow to make new flowers. That means bees are very important to keep our environment in balance. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is lightly color the pencils below in the colors listed. Answer each question using complete sentences. Underline where you found your answers in the text using the same colors. So number 1, I have my question and I have a color. And the color is blue. Okay, so let's read our question. Who raises honeybees for their honey and beeswax? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my question in blue so I know this is blue. Okay, so I'm going to hit markup right here. And then you have your box highlighter. You want the box highlighter, not text, box. And then I'm going to find the color blue, and I'm going to highlight my question in blue. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to find the answer to this question in the text. And I need to also highlight the answer in blue to prove that I found it in the text. So, who raises honeybees for their honey and beeswax? Let's find the answer. Who raises honeybees for their honey and beeswax? Right here. Today, and I'm just going to highlight it with my box highlighter. Beekeepers raise honeybees for their delicious honey and also for the beeswax they make. Okay, I got my answer highlighted. I found it in the text. It's highlighted in blue for number 1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my text box. It's the T. Okay? I'm going to answer that question. I'm just going to write down what I found. Today, beekeepers raise honeybees for their delicious honey and also for the... Okay, got my answer down. I have it highlighted in blue up here, and I have it cited down here. Let's do number 2. This color is red. So remember, go back up to your box highlighter, markup. Got my box highlighter, and I'm going to click red. I'm going to highlight my question in red. What is the sweet liquid in a flower called? The flowers hold a sweet liquid called nectar. I highlighted my answer in red. Now I'm going to use my text box, and I'm going to type it down here. Perfect. Okay, I'm not going to answer this one for you, but I'm going to help just for a second. When did people first start keeping bees for their honey? So when did they first start keeping bees for their honey? This is in green. Go back up to my highlighter. Okay, since I don't have my color right here's green. Highlight my question in green. Now I need to find my answer. When did people first start keeping bees for their honey? I see the answer in paragraph 1. You need to find it and highlight it in green. Go to your text box, type in the answer with your text box.